Welcome, my name is Dominique and today I will be guiding you through a somatic yoga practice. Somatic yoga is sometimes referred to as embodied yoga. The idea behind somatic, aka embodied yoga, is to bring our awareness to the internal bodily sensations to cultivate a deeper connection with our body. This unique approach to yoga combines some of the principles of somatic movement with the fluidity of yoga to create a practice that enhances our awareness and mindfulness to help release some stored tension that might be trapped in the body. Today, we will gently move through a series of sequences that will help us promote relaxation and possibly even create some new neural pathways to help release some of that built up tension in the body. For this practice, props are not required, but if you do have yoga blocks, I invite you to keep your yoga blocks handy. You can use 1, 2, none at all, whatever that works best for you. And I'll just keep my yoga blocks placed at the top of the mat. And if you are introducing yoga blocks into your practice today, you can do the same. We will get started on our back, so take a few moments and meet me there. Your legs will extend out towards the front of the mat. And then you can use your hands to help guide you down onto the earth, arms alongside the body once you arrive in your supine position. We'll take a few moments here to start to cultivate that awareness throughout the body. Allow your eyes to close. Then we start to bring the awareness to the breath, noticing the inhales and the exhales. What changes in the body as you invite the breath in? And what changes as you exhale the breath out? We'll remain here for a few rounds of breath, just bringing our awareness to the inhales and exhales. Notice the sensation, what moves, and what changes. Eventually, the breaths will start to get a little deeper and a little longer. Then wherever you are in your breath cycle, empty the breath completely. Together we inhale through the nose, fill up. Open mouth, sigh, release. We do that again. Inhale through the nose, fill up. Open mouth, sigh, release. Last one, breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Seal the lips, cultivate Ujjayi breath, restriction of the back of the throat. Then we'll do a quick body scan meditation, bringing awareness to the crown of the head. Imagine a light shining at the crown of the head. Where the light goes, tension releases, and that light starts to shift to the face, relax through the forehead and the jaw, the cheeks. Release the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. That light moves down through the neck, the shoulders. Continuing the scan, bringing awareness and noticing as the light moves down through the chest, the back, the upper arms, down to the lower arms, the hands, the hips. Releasing tension and bringing awareness as the light moves down to the upper legs, the lower legs, and the feet. Give the body another quick scan all the way through, starting at the crown of the head all the way down to the toes. No attachment, just awareness. Then eyes will slowly begin to flutter open. Bring the inner ankles together. Arms extend overhead. Find length, full body stretch here. Allow low back to lift off the earth. Then release as you exhale. Inhale, stretch long, and begin to walk the hands and feet off of the right side of the mat. You might have to kick your blocks away a little bit. And we find this banana shape here on the earth. Stretch through left side of the body. Continue to breathe here. Then on your next inhale, release, come back to center, find length. Exhale, let that go. We move to the other side. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, make your way into banana to the other side. Stretch long through right side of the body, gazes to the left. Breathe here. One more full round. Then inhale to find length, to stretch long and come back to center. Exhale, knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. You can start to rock left and right here if you would like. So very gently massaging low back. Then eventually find stillness and start to make some circles with the knees. So now we're getting into the hips. They can be small circles, large circles, whatever works for you today. And then we'll switch the direction, move the opposite way. And then if you would like, you could start to bring one into one direction and the other in the opposite direction. And then switch it out, other side. And then eventually we find stillness in a reclined child's pose type of shape. So the balls of the feet will come together, the knees are wide. Use the hands to help create space in the inner thighs as you pull the knees closer towards the body. The toes or the balls of the feet don't have to stay connected, just bring them towards one another. So if as you bring more space, you notice that the feet start to separate, that's perfectly okay. Find what works for you right now. One more breath here, then we'll add a little bit of a flow. So we'll keep the right knee bent. Inhale, extend your left arm and left leg long. Exhale, bring it into the reclined child's pose. We switch to the other side. Inhale, right arm, right leg long. Exhale, bring it in. We move back and forth. Inhale, extend left. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend right. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend left. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend right. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend left. This time as you exhale, release here. And you can hold at your right knee, or you can bring this into a half happy baby by either grabbing for the ankle, blade of the foot, or yogi toe lock right big toe. You can bring your left hand to your left hip to help keep the hips level. And we'll breathe here. Know that you do not have to stay in stillness. You can start to find a little rock forward and back. You can start to find an extension through the right leg if you would like. Whatever works best for you here, just really tap into what's going on in the body. Allow your body to guide you and not the mind. Perhaps you close the eyes to really help connect and notice. And if a static hold really calls to you today, know that you can stay there and just connect and feel. Just no attachment, only awareness. One more full round of breath here. And then we all meet with right hand back on top of right knee. Then we switch it out, left knee comes in, give it a squeeze, hold here for your exhale. Inhale, right arm and right leg extend long, we breathe here. Same thing on this side. You can bring this into your half happy baby variation if you would like. Right hand can come to right hip, and then your choice of stillness or movement. I invite you to close the eyes. Notice what's going on in the body. What do you feel? No attachment, just be aware. One more full round of breath here. Then we release and all meet with left hand on top of left shin, right below the knee. And then we bring our right knee back in. Bring the knees close together. You can find another rock left and right. If you're rocking, find stillness. Left foot plants to the earth, so left knee is bent, right knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze in. Then outside right ankle on top of left thigh. Right hand stays to the inside of right leg in a figure 4 shape. Right foot is flexed. You can use the hand if you would like to create a little bit more space in right hip. Whenever you are ready, left foot lifts off the earth for a reclined pigeon as you interlace the hands behind left leg. Now again, I invite you to explore movement here if you would like. That can look like a rock or an extension of left leg. Try on different variations and notice the sensations. Allow the sensation to guide you. Couple of more rounds of breath here. And then slowly begin to release the grip of the hands, left foot to the earth, and allow the hips to fall over towards the left. Right arm opens up, very gentle supine twist here, gaze is to the right. You can have your right foot planted on the earth, or if you feel like you have extra mobility in this moment, you can wrap the legs for more of a traditional supine twist. Whichever variation you chose, we will release, come back to center, right knee into the chest, left knee into the chest, another rock left and right. Eventually find stillness. We move to the other side as left knee stays in, right foot plants, right knee is bent. Squeeze left leg in. Outside left ankle on top of right knee. You can use your left hand to assist here again if you would like. Then whenever you are ready, make your way into your reclined pigeon shape, hands interlaced behind the back of right leg. Explore the movement here. Allow the sensations to guide you. And at any time, even if I don't cue it, know that the invitation is to close your eyes to really connect with the body. The movement that you find on this side might look a little bit different than the other side, and know that that is okay. Sometimes what is stored on one side is not the same as what's on the other. One more full round of breath here. Then we'll slowly release right foot to the earth. Make your way into your supine twist. If you need to shift the hips a little bit, you're welcome to do so. Gaze is to the left. Your choice of leg variation. Two more breaths. Then eventually we meet back at the center. Left knee into the chest, right knee into the chest. Then switch the hands so they come behind the legs, so they're on the hamstrings. This time our rock will be forward and back. So start to gain a little bit of momentum. We're rolling like a ball all along the spine. A little bit of core engagement to help keep us in the ball with the C curve through the spine. Then eventually we'll roll up, keeping the knees bent, feet plant on the earth, hands stay where they are. We'll move into a little cat-cow here. So as you inhale, lift the chest, try to pull it through the biceps, create space, slight gaze up. Exhale, round through the back, arms start to extend. Inhale, pull the chest through, elbows bend, slight gaze up. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Keep flowing here. You don't have to wait for my cues to direct you. Move at a pace that feels organic and natural to you. If you would like to hold in one shape, you're welcome to do so. Sometimes it feels really good to hold here with the rounded back. You can even just hold for a beat and continue to flow. A couple of more rounds here. Last full cat-cow, and then we all meet with the rounded back, C curve. Really try to stretch through the arms. Try to find that stretch through the traps, the shoulders, chest and chin connect. Breathe here, ribs knit in. And then bring yourself back up to neutral. Release the hands as you cross up the legs. Roll yourself over into a tabletop position. Hands will be underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Then start to extend your right leg back. Right ball of the foot is on the earth. We're in a calf stretch here. Start to rock forward and back. A few breaths here. And if there's a different type of movement that feels good for you, you're welcome to do that. Then eventually we all stay in stillness. So if you have your blocks, this might be a good place for you to invite your blocks in. I'll show you what we're doing, and then if you feel like you need the blocks, you can go ahead and grab them. So we're going to move into a hip opener here. So we keep the hands planted on the earth. As we inhale, start to rotate your right hip bone up towards the ceiling. Open up the hips, almost like a warrior two type of hip opener. And then exhale, lower it down. So if you feel like you're gonna need a little bit more space with the earth, you can always bring your right hand on the block to help open up and rotate your right hip up, or you can bring both hands on the block. That'll help bring the earth closer to you to create a little bit more space for you to open up through your right hip. So you know where we're going. Find what works best for you, whether it's hands on the earth, one hand on one block, or both hands on a block. Inhale, open the hip up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. So you'll pivot on your toes a little bit as you open. Exhale, release. Keep flowing, keep breathing. Release tension in the neck. Gaze is down towards the mat. I know it's easy to want to look back towards the knees. I was just doing the same, but try to keep a neutral neck and gaze down towards the mat in between the hands. Last one here. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. This time as we inhale, open, pivot your left foot so you open all the way up into a supported side plank. Right hand overhead, stretch long, and start to roll through the wrist. You can even make nice big arm circles through right arm. Play around here, explore. Allow your bodily sensations to guide you. You can even find a little mini back bend here if you would like. Close the eyes. No attachment, no judgment, just feel and explore. We have a couple more rounds of breath here. And then eventually we all meet with right hand on the earth. Close the hips. Right foot is still extended. And then press through your right heel to lift left knee off the earth and find your way into a down dog. Pedal through the feet here. If you've done a somatic class with me before, you know that I love to rock the hips. So you can start to find that dancing down dog, as I like to call it, if you would like. Otherwise, just find any other organic movement that feels good for you. Try to move in a way that's different than what you would normally do in your down dog. And then eventually find stillness in down dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time as we inhale and lift, start to walk the feet towards the hand at the top of the mat. Then exhale for your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, release. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, halfway lift, making a wave-like movement. Exhale, release. Grab opposite elbows, sway left and right for a rag doll. You can move as fast or as slow as you would like. And if you really prefer not to move at all, then know that you can stay static. Continue to breathe. Check in with the body. What do you feel? What do you notice? Eventually we start to move towards stillness. You can release the hands down to the earth. Then very slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, slight bend in the knees, all the way up to standing. Once you arrive, roll through the shoulders. If you would like, you can shake all through the body. Sometimes in a somatic class, people really like to move and vibrate. That might help release a little bit more of what's stored. And if that doesn't resonate with you, you can just stand in a mountain pose. Then the same way we came up, we'll go back down. So tuck the chin towards the chest, round down vertebrae by vertebrae. And once you arrive, weight shifts into your left foot. Lift right foot back for a standing split. If you have blocks, you can bring a block underneath each hand if you would like. If you don't want to use the blocks, just keep them off of the side of the mat. Now, just like we did in the kneeling position, as we inhale, lift your right hip up towards the ceiling, but keep the hands planted on either the earth or a block. Exhale, release. Inhale, open right hip. Exhale, release. So we're going from a closed hip to an open hip, back to a closed hip. 2 more rounds. Last one. This time, inhale, open all the way up to a half moon shape. Exhale to hold. Now you're welcome to bring your right hand overhead if you would like. Stretch long all through right side body. Again, you can roll at the wrist, roll at the arm. Find whatever feels good for you. You can even drop the leg and the arm and then lift them. Play around, explore. Know that you can always just hold a shape as well. Last round of breath here. Then we close it out into our standing split. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back, down dog. Pedal through the feet here. You can rock the hips left and right. And then eventually ripple forward, bend through the knees, bring yourself into tabletop. We move to the other side. Left leg extends back, left ball of foot on the earth, neutral neck, start to rock forward and back. Stretch through the back of left leg, the calf. You can even hold if you would like. A little bit of heat building in the body after that standing sequence. Just notice, no attachment. Then start to find stillness. We'll move into that hip opener. So grab the blocks if you need them. Inhale, lift left hip up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, lower. Keep moving, keep breathing. You can close your eyes if you would like. Just make sure you're stable and balanced. Two more. And then we all meet in the closed hip variation. This time as you inhale, open all the way up for your supported side plank. Left arm overhead, stretch long through left side body. Then again, you can roll at the wrist, roll at the arm. Find what feels good here for you. There's no particular pattern you have to follow. You can find another mini back bend here if you would like. Just explore. Two more rounds of breath. Then eventually we all meet with the left hand on the earth, left ball of foot on the mat. Press through the left heel to lift your right knee off the earth, then find your way into down dog. Again, pedal through the feet here, explore, find what feels good. You can take the dancing down dog if you would like. Eventually we meet in stillness in down dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time as you inhale, lift the heel. Start to walk towards the top of the mat. Forward fold. This time we'll take a cleansing breath as we inhale, halfway lift, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, breathe out the mouth. Seal the lips, another ragdoll here. Take your time, stillness or movement, your choice.
Now this time you can keep with the sway left and right, or you can move more linear by letting go of the sway. And then you'll slowly start to bring yourself up, stack vertebrae by vertebrae all the way to the top. You can keep the arms crossed or release the hands down to the earth. Come all the way up, and then same way you came up, go right back down, tuck the chin, and then release all the way down. We'll do that again. You can keep with the sway left and right, kind of like a zombie as you come all the way up. Same way you came up, go right back down. It's going to be small or big movement, it doesn't matter. One more time. We'll stack and roll up. Once you're up, go right back down. And then we'll find our way back into the ragdoll. Arms can be crossed here if you would like. And eventually stillness. Left hand plants on the earth. Bend through left knee, straighten through right leg. Inhale, lift right arm up towards the ceiling. You can roll out through the wrist here, or you can drape the arm behind the back, your choice. And then we'll switch to the other side. Right hand plants, right knee bends, left leg straightens, left hand up towards the ceiling. Either roll at the wrist or drape the hand behind the back, your choice. And then we'll all release, forward fold. Weight into right foot, left foot slides up and back. Standing split, you can use the blocks here if you would like. We find that hip opening variation as we inhale, open the hip up towards the ceiling. Exhale, close it out. Remember, hands are either planted on the earth or the blocks. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Keep flowing, keep breathing. Two more. And then we all meet with that closed hip variation and standing split. This time we inhale, open all the way up for half moon. Exhale to find some movement, some exploration, a roll of the wrist, a roll of the arm, an extension, whatever you need. Again, this side might look different, that's okay. Honor it with no attachment, no judgment. Eventually we meet in stillness and half moon. Then as you exhale, close it out, standing split. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back, down dog. Couple of rounds of breath in down dog. Then whenever you're ready, start to make your way into a child's pose, knees to the earth, sit back. Your choice if you would like to keep your legs closer together or wider apart. I'm going to keep mine closer together. Then release the forehead either to a block or to the earth. You can stay static or find a rock of the hips left and right. You can also keep the hips still and just rock the forehead back and forth. Eventually you'll start to find stillness in child's pose. Bring your awareness to the breath just as we did at the beginning of class. Notice how the inhales and exhales feel in the body. And last 2 rounds of breath here.
And keep the knees bent as you slowly start to walk your hands back towards the legs. Walk yourself up into a kneeling position. Hands can be on top of the thighs. Then start to drop your right ear down to right shoulder. Open up left side of the neck. You can find movement or stay still. Then eventually the head comes back to center and we move to the other side. Head will come back to center. And then you can keep the hands where they are. You can bring them closer towards the knees, and we'll start to find a little bit of barrel roll movements here. So first you'll find a C curve through the spine, and then start to bring the chest around in front, and just move organically, kind of like you would in a dancing lion, but obviously we're not in tabletop, we're in a different shape. This movement can be very small or big, depending on your anatomy. And just kind of move, connect, feel. It doesn't have to look any particular way. It doesn't have to go in any particular direction. Just move organically. Let your body guide you. If you feel a little uncomfortable, then you can just keep with the movement of the neck and just stretch through the neck. Then eventually we let that go. Find your way into kneeling. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. As you exhale, pull the chest through, slight arch of the back, and bend through the elbows for cactus arms. This time, as you inhale and the arms extend overhead, round through the back, a little bit of a C curve. Exhale, we're finding that cat-cow variation again, this time with the movement of the arms. Inhale, extend the arms, find the C curve. Exhale, bend through the elbows, slight arch of the back. You can move as fast or as slow as you would like here. So if you want to speed it up, you're welcome to. Just keep at your own pace. Allow your body to guide you. Connect and breathe. We have a couple more rounds here. Last one. And bend through the elbows and then just release the arms alongside the body here. We'll kick the legs around into one direction or the other to find our way into a seated position. And you can scoot your boot to the center of the mat. Cupcake the fingertips, arms alongside the body. Sit up straight through the spine, chin parallel to the earth. Breathe here. Then bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the navel space. We'll move into some breath work. So you're welcome to close your eyes again. So we'll bring our awareness to the breath, just like we did 2 times already. And as you inhale, imagine that you're filling up the rib cage completely. Perhaps you imagine you have a balloon inside your rib cage that inflates in a 360-degree motion as you inhale, and then deflates in that same motion as you exhale. So we'll do that again. Breathe in through the nose. Inhale, inflate the balloon. Exhale, release. Keep breathing. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, inflate. Think forward, back, and side. Exhale, release. Find a natural cadence with the breath. Release the hands on top of the knees. Then start to flutter open the eyes. Inside soles of the feet come together for a butterfly pose. You can grab at the ankles or the feet, and then just start to flap the wings. Then if you would like, you can release the flap and start to fold over the inside of the thighs. Slowly release, let that go. Hands come outside of the legs to help bring them back in. Feet are planted, knees are bent, hands behind the thighs, just as we did at the beginning of our practice. You can scooch a little bit closer towards the top of the mat if you would like. Round to the back and hold here. We'll do a couple more rounds just like we did at the beginning. Inhale, lift, pull the chest through. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, pull the chest through. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, and walk yourself all the way down onto the mat. And then you'll open up the knees in a butterfly shape for Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet are together. If you would prefer to just extend the legs long and go straight into Shavasana, you're welcome to do so. And then your choice if you would like to bring the hands to the navel space, one hand to the heart and one hand to the navel, or arms alongside the body, whatever feels good for you. And then we'll take just a few moments here, awareness back to the breath. And then just scan all through the body. Take inventory. Notice how you feel with no attachment or judgment. Notice what has changed. And you're welcome to stay in this shape, or you can extend one leg and then the other. And this time, as you inhale, imagine the breath coming through the soles of the feet, all the way up through the legs, through the torso, all the way up and out of the crown of the head. Then as you exhale, breath comes down through crown of the head, all the way down through the body, out of the soles of the feet. 2 more times. Inhale through the soles of the feet, up the legs, up the body, out of the crown of the head. Exhale, opposite direction and down. One more time, inhale up through the feet. Exhale down through the crown of the head. Then allow your body to start to sink heavy here, finding your final rest and relaxation. In yoga, we have the asana and the movement before Shavasana to help release tension and move the energy through the body so that when it comes to Shavasana or our final meditation, the body can completely relax and allow us to find stillness and to really be present. And we'll remain here for some time. Slowly releasing and allowing the body to get a little bit heavier with each exhale. As always, you are welcome to pause the video and remain in Shavasana for as long as it serves you. If you are ready to reawaken, bring the awareness back to the breath. Notice the inhales and exhales. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Start to bring movement through the fingers, the toes, the ankles, the wrists. Inner ankles come together, arms extend overhead, find an extension, stretch long all through the feet, the legs, the arms, allow the low back to lift. Eventually the knees come into the chest for a final squeeze in this practice. And if you would like, you can roll into a fetal pose. Eventually, with ease and care, you'll slowly start to make your way back into a simple seat to close out practice. Once you arrive, pray your hands, thumbs pressed to the heart space. Bow your head, offer gratitude to yourself and to the practice. Thank you so much for tuning in and flowing with me today. If you enjoyed this practice, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until I see you next time, have a great day. Thank you.